All right, everybody. Welcome back to Shoni Talks Lifestyle. I'm so excited that you could join me again on another Tuesday for an amazing episode of Shoni Talks Lifestyle. Now, today I'm going to be having a special episode because I'm actually going to be sharing my story as a mompreneur. But before we get into that, really quick, I would love for those who are catching us for the replay to go ahead and drop your name below if you're catching us on the replay. And if you're on here now, go ahead and drop your name below as well so that I can say hi to you. Now, for those who are sharing this with someone else, you can go ahead and share this. And don't forget to put the hashtag Shoni Talks Lifestyle. And go ahead and go over to our Instagram page and go follow me at Shoni Talks Lifestyle. There's other content over on that page as well. And if you have not, go on to the Amazon store. I'm an Amazon influencer, so make sure that you go head over there. And there's the link below where you can go shop around and see some of my favorite things that I absolutely love. And so without further ado, let's hop right into this amazing story. So most of you that come here every week know that this page and platform is called Shoni Talks Lifestyle. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit about when that was born and how it was born. So Shawnee Talks Lifestyle actually began to air here on Facebook about 2019, but I've actually been serving entrepreneurs, coaches, and business people and influencers and such since 2004. That's how long I've been serving them. But I felt that it was so important to have a platform like this because we needed to be able to see what kind of resources that we actually have in different areas concerning lifestyle. So if you're watching this now and you're like, what is this channel about? This channel is all about lifestyle, anything that encompasses lifestyle. And one of the things that I'm always encouraging people to do is to create their own custom lifestyle. The thing is, what my lifestyle looks like may not look like what you want yours to look like. And so I want you to be able to have all the resources that you need to be able to create that custom lifestyle for yourself. So I'm going to share my story really quick. Oh my gosh. So back 2004, when I first began, one of my focuses for lifestyle began to be in the health arena. And a lot of you who watch this channel know, and a lot of you inbox me too, and always asking me health questions because that's one of the things that I'm really known for, my wealth of knowledge concerning anything in the health arena. And so I absolutely love health. I actually went to college and I got a biology pre-med degree. And so I've been using that and utilizing that. But honestly, even after that, I began on my own personal journey into some more holistic practices. And that right there changed the game for me because that was not something that I particularly learned in school, but it was something that I felt like this makes a huge difference because I did not particularly want to be a part of the society. I'm going to call it the society that I grew up in, which is the medicated society. That's what I call it. So I think there's a place for medicine, and I also think there's a place for holistic, and I think that we should be living our lives holistically, and then when we need the medicine, we can have the medicine as well. But it shouldn't be a lifestyle on medication per se, because I don't feel like that, for me personally, a fulfilling lifestyle choice. And the thing is, if you don't know that that's something that is occurring in your life or going on, you just think it's normal. You don't think anything is wrong because, raising my hand, I was there before. So meanwhile, a couple of years after that, still being an entrepreneur and helping my clients and things like that, I began to hear this word floating online, and it was called influencer. And go ahead and throw me up some, put a 1 in the comment if you heard of that word, influencer. And so I knew that God called me to be an influencer, and I knew he called me to take mountains. And I'll name a few of those mountains in a few, but I knew he called me to take mountains, but I wasn't for sure what all of those entailed. And during that time in my life, most people either knew me for health or knew me for music. Some of you go on my other Instagram page and follow me at Shawnee Official. That's my music page. But anyways, so most people knew me for that. Some people even knew me for hair. I mean, this is the Renaissance woman right here. Got to raise my hand. That's me. And if you ever go on my website, I'll probably post that below. But if you ever go on my website and read some of my reviews, you'll hear people saying things like, she's a wealth of information. She's a wealth of resources and all those types of things. And they're all true. Um, but the thing is, I wanted to be able to get those resources to people, because the thing is, if you're going to create a custom lifestyle, you need to be able to have everything that you need to create that. Maybe it consists of a certain wardrobe. Maybe that lifestyle consists of things that you buy, maybe a house, or I don't know, furniture for that house or whatever. So I didn't want to be the person that goes into all of those things. Instead, I built a huge network. Yay. That's what I did. And so what this channel is it basically will refer you to the people that I am calling in my network. And no matter what you need, whether it's in the financial, if it's maybe you're remodeling a home, or I don't know, whatever you're doing, maybe the hairstyle that you're doing, trying to get that good beat, that's what they call it, the good beat face or whatever, or you need some custom clothes or whatever that you need, basically you can come to this channel and I have something here that you can get as a resource concerning lifestyle so that you can build your custom lifestyle. And then I have my little Amazon page. And on that, I love that page because I get to put some of my favorite things on there, books that have helped me in creating my custom lifestyle, and things I use for my health, or things just all different kinds of things that I use. And if you want to know some of my secrets, you can inbox me, because a lot of those aren't on that store as well. Just a few things, but not everything. So fast forwarding, I end up coming into this amazing health community, and I'm not talking about health today. Talking about my story, but it ties into it because it's kind of how it evolved. So, let me go back. So way before my health, getting into this health community, my parents, that's really where it started. My parents have always honed in me a business mindset. They've always taught me how to go get mine and all these things like that. And so taking that attitude, because attitude shows where your altitude is. That's the quote, right? Yeah. So taking all of those types of things and then coming into the health community, because I was actually in a crisis. Yeah. You ever been there before in a crisis? Yeah. Not anymore. Thank the Lord. So coming in there, I actually joined their business community because I'm a business person. That's kind of predictable, right? That would definitely happen. So joining their business community, I stumbled across this amazing person, and I'll say the person's name because you might know who this is, Brene Brown. Your eyes should have lit up if you knew who that is. But anyway, so I stumbled across her, and I was reading this book called Daring Greatly, and it just began to change my mind about a lot of things. And then I was in this group, this leadership group that I got picked for. And I met some amazing women in this group, and everybody had their own things that they were working on and doing and all this types of stuff. And I began to sit back and I began to ask myself a question. I said, so you have a couple businesses. That's great. How many of you out there have a couple businesses? Go ahead and drop one below if that's you. So I have a couple businesses, and I said, okay, that's great. But maybe you're like me and you feel like you do a lot of different things well, and you have your hands at a bunch of things. The only problem with that is when you have your hand at a whole bunch of things, you can get overburned because you're doing too much. So at some point you have to focus on at least one of those things, and then have the other things hopefully flowing on auto. That's what I'm gonna call it. Get it in the stream where it's flowing on auto, because then that way it can be working for you while you're doing what you love. And so that leads into my story. So thank God that I got my health together and I got all that together. And if you want to know information about that, you can inbox me and I'll tell you what helped me in my journey for that. But getting my health together, and I began to step out. I began to brave life. I began to think about, what does Deshawn like to do? What is it that makes her happy, or what is it? And I'm going to describe myself in a couple words, and you can describe yourself if you want in the comments below, but there's a couple things that come to me when I think about myself. One is spiritual. Definitely have a solid spiritual background. So that's number one. Second thing that comes to my mind about myself is family. I absolutely love my family, and they mean the world to me, and everything that I do almost is pretty much motivated out of that. So God, family, and then the next thing was creativity. Everything that I do, even some of my other businesses that I'm involved with, all have that similar common thread: God, family, and creativity. It's like a huge thing with me. And then the last thing that comes to my mind when I think about me is likable. Because most people that meet me, they say, "Oh, you're so likable," and I'm have to agree, I am, because I absolutely love people, and so those are um, a few things that just kind of describe me. I'll give you one more just for a bonus. Real. I am real. So what you see is what you get with me, and I do love that about me. I actually feel like I get that from my parents. If you ever got a chance to meet them, they are real, not just real people, but like real and authentic, and you don't have to guess what's on their mind. They basically are going to tell you. Like, I love that straightforwardness as well about them. I have that about me, and I just love it. And so those are some things about me. And so I already had those things going into entrepreneurship, and entrepreneurship is not for everybody. Let me make that clear. But I already had those qualities. And so as I began to step out, I just had to kind of narrow it down to see what was the thing that I loved. And the mountain that I know that God has called me to, outside of several mountains that I know that, and that's okay to have several mountains. Some of you might be thinking, oh, maybe I got to pick one thing or this. No, why do you have to pick the one thing? God has given some of you some amazing abilities. Some of you have multiple abilities. And I feel like I'm one of those people. So one of the mountains that I'm concentrating on this year the most is media. Media is a huge part of my story. Sharing things on media, even video, that's a huge thing. I had an amazing event. It was called the 5-Day Video Challenge, where I had people come and they got to learn how to use what they had and create their own videos. So that is something that I'm very gifted in, and I'm very excited. And that kind of developed way back in 2014. Since then, I have been helping to actually run virtual events, conferences, all kinds of things like that, virtually, seamlessly. And that right there just blew my mind, because I remember when God spoke to me about some of the things I was going to do, but I didn't know stepping out in that particular area was going to break open the nations. And that's one of the things that has happened as what do you even call it? A byproduct. Yeah, there you go. As a byproduct of me stepping out in that area, nations are being blessed by me stepping out in that area of technology and video and all those types of things, and helping people to get in touch with the voice that God put inside of them, to get it heard, to learn a skill set in video so that they can make the videos that they want to see, but not only that they want to see, that maybe their potential clients might want to see, and so they can portray their brands. And so I absolutely love video, and it does not take me by surprise that that would happen to me, because I am such a visual person. Are you visual? If you're visual, go ahead and throw a 2 down below if you're visual, because 2 kind of looks like a V. Yeah. So go ahead and throw a 2 down below. But I'm so visual, and so I love video. And what I've noticed too on social media, not just this particular platform that I'm talking on now, but a lot of platforms, that they are really giving preference to people who are making videos. You have everything out there. You have people doing TikTok videos. You have people doing business videos. You go on their websites and there's a nice video to greet you, or whatever the case. And so design and video is like gets me excited. And that's also what spurred on this desire of this docu-series that I created called Love and Lifestyle, and which is coming back out again. We took a little break, and then we're coming back for season 2, but season 2 is coming back end of April. So make sure that you set your calendars for that end of April. Look out. And usually the episodes premiere on a Saturday for Love and Lifestyle at 7 p.m. So the end of April, check that out. But that was amazing. I had went behind the scenes, and I had begun to just create, and it's just exciting. It excites me. And the good thing about it was, because I did put in that time to create streams of income for myself, I was able to do those things and have fun doing them, even in the midst of a pandemic happening. Some other crazy things happening that I can't not at liberty right now to share, but tons of things have happened. But the thing is, when you have a plan, even if things happen, you still can accomplish what you set out to do. So that's my little spill on some of my story. Definitely would love to share more with you, but for time's sake, I'm going to stop here. But you can definitely feel free to reach out to me and ask any questions that you might have. And thanks so much for tuning back in on another Tuesday to watch Shawnee Talks Lifestyle. Love you so much. And don't forget to check out the different guests that I've had on the show and different things like that. They are amazing resources. And if you need something particularly for you that I might could be of help of, go ahead and inbox me because I'd love to help you with that if it's something that I have as a resource. All right. Well, thanks so much again. And don't forget, make sure that you go ahead and go over to Instagram and go ahead and follow me at Shawnee Talks Lifestyle. And I'll see you next Tuesday, 5 p.m. Bye.